in Genesis chapter 37, it talks about Joseph. And in verse 23 through 28, so it came about when Joseph reached his brothers, and they had stripped him of his tunic, and his very colored tunic that was on him. They took him and threw him in a deep pit. Now the pit was empty, without any water in it. And they came and sat down to a meal, and they raised up their eyes and looked. Behold, a caravan of Ishmaelites was coming from Gilead, with their camels bearing aromatic gum and balm and myrrh, on their way to bring them down to Egypt. And Judah said to his brothers, What profiteth us to kill our brother and to cover up his blood? Come on and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and not lay our hands on him, for he is our brother, our own flesh. And his brothers listened to him. Joseph's brothers sold him to a band of people that were Ishmaelites, and they ended up buying him for 20 pieces of silver. And he went on and was bought by a man by the name of Potiphar. And Potiphar ended up making him the second in command of his house. He was over everything except for Potiphar's wife. And Potiphar's wife lied on Joseph. She was trying to lie with him, but he wouldn't do it. And she told her husband, when Joseph left his coat there, that Joseph had come in and tried to lie with her. And Potiphar ended up putting Joseph in jail. So many things came his way that he could have just quit, but he didn't. He stuck with it, he stuck with God, and he did what God wanted him to do. And yet he ended up saving his family. He ended up helping them to be able to eat, be able to understand that God's will was done, and that was what God wanted to be done. And what better thing can we do than to preach to our family, our friends, our neighbors? And I'm going to do it as long as I